Today, we're diving into the 5 most common problems of the 2025 Toyota Corolla. And since the model is fresh on the market, we can safely extrapolate the issues of the 2024 model to the new one as well, especially since not much has changed mechanically and design-wise between the two. Now, before we get into it, I want to assure you that every claim made in this video has been thoroughly checked, and all the sources are listed in the description below. So, if you're considering getting a 2025 Corolla, or you're just curious about the potential quirks of the model, stay tuned. Let's get started. One issue that has been frequently mentioned by 2024 Toyota Corolla owners is the presence of interior rattles. While the Corolla is widely known for its reliability, fuel efficiency, and solid build quality, some drivers have found that the vehicle's cabin exhibits unwanted noises, particularly when driving on rough or uneven roads. These rattles can stem from various sources, often making the driving experience less enjoyable for those who value a quiet interior. One of the most commonly reported locations for these rattles is the dashboard. According to several users on forums like Toyota Nation, the dashboard trim pieces, especially around the air vents and center console, produce rattles at highway speeds. Others have identified the area around the rearview mirror as a trouble spot, with certain trim panels and components seeming loose or improperly secured. The rattles from the mirror area are so annoying, I can hear them clearly over the radio volume, a user shared on Reddit, reddit.com. The issue appears to be more noticeable in colder weather, where materials may contract or stiffen, worsening the noise. As one commenter on Edmunds noted, when the temperatures drop, the rattles get much louder and frequent. The rattling sounds can also originate from the seats. Reports suggest that the passenger seat in particular may have loose components that cause noise when the vehicle is in motion. As one user mentioned on Kelly Blue Book, I've heard rattles coming from the passenger seat, especially when I take sharp turns or when the car goes over bumps. KBB.com. Many drivers are likely to find these noises distracting, especially on longer drives, and it can detract from the overall appeal of the vehicle. As one frustrated owner put it on Toyota Nation, "It's not a deal breaker, but it definitely makes the car feel less premium than it should be." ToyotaNation.com. Addressing this issue often involves visiting the dealership for a proper inspection or possible realignment or replacement of the affected parts. In some cases, drivers may find that the rattles are resolved with simple adjustments, but it remains a point of concern for some owners of the 2024 Corolla. Another issue that has been flagged by 2024 Toyota Corolla owners is the presence of unusual brake noise. Some users have reported a loud, growling noise when applying the brakes, particularly at low speeds or during frequent stops. This noise can be unsettling, especially for drivers who expect the quiet performance typical of Toyota vehicles. The most common complaint centers around noise when braking at stop signs or during city driving. The car makes a weird growling sound whenever I'm coming to a stop. One user shared on the Toyota Nation forum, toyotanation.com. This noise is often described as a deep, almost mechanical sound that seems to come from the brake system, though it's not always clear whether the issue stems from the pads, rotors, or another component. Some users have noted that the sound appears to be more noticeable in certain weather conditions. For instance, one user on Edmunds pointed out, "The brake noise seems worse when it's wet or rainy," which makes me think it's something to do with the brake pads or rotors. Edmunds.com. This has led to speculation that the problem could be related to the materials used in the braking system or the way they interact with the environment. The noise has raised concerns not just about comfort, but about safety as well. The sound is concerning because it feels like something might be wrong with the braking system, but I'm not sure if it's just a characteristic of this model, one driver said on Reddit, reddit.com. Despite these concerns, there's no widespread evidence to suggest that the brake noise is indicative of a major mechanical fault. Many owners report that the issue isn't severe enough to affect braking performance or safety. However, it remains a point of dissatisfaction for those who experience it. Some drivers have had the noise addressed by visiting their local Toyota dealer, where brake pad replacements or adjustments may be offered as a solution. As one user noted on Kelley Blue Book, "It's not a deal breaker for me, but I'd love to see Toyota look into the brake noise for future models." KBB.com. For some drivers, addressing this issue involves simply getting accustomed to the noise, while others may choose to take their vehicles in for a professional inspection. Regardless, the brake noise is a recurring issue. The 2024 Toyota Corolla, while appreciated for its affordability and efficiency, has faced some criticism regarding its infotainment system. A number of owners have reported that the system is prone to glitches, which can detract from the driving experience. These issues range from unresponsiveness to slow boot-up times and even complete system freezes, frustrating users who expect a seamless, modern tech experience in their vehicles. One of the most common complaints centers around the slow startup time of the infotainment system. "It takes forever for the system to boot up when I start the car," a user shared on the Toyota Nation forum, toyotanation.com. This issue can be particularly annoying for drivers who rely on quick access to navigation, media, or hands-free calling when they start their vehicle. Many drivers have noted that the system seems to take several minutes to fully load, during which time they are left without critical information or entertainment options. In addition to slow startup times, some users have reported that the system occasionally becomes unresponsive once it has loaded. As one user mentioned on Edmunds, "I've had the screen freeze while I was trying to change the radio station, and it just doesn't respond until I restart the car," Edmunds.com. This glitch can be particularly frustrating, as it interrupts the ability to make adjustments to settings or access other features like Bluetooth or smartphone integration. There are also reports of the system failing to recognize certain commands or inputs. On Reddit, one user noted, "Sometimes the voice recognition doesn't work at all, and it's really hard to get the system to understand what I'm asking it to do." Reddit.com. This is particularly problematic for users who rely on hands-free functions for safety or convenience while driving. Despite these complaints, Toyota has yet to release a widespread recall or fix for the issue, and not all 2024 Corolla owners report experiencing these glitches. However, it is clear that the infotainment system is a point of concern for some drivers. As one commenter on Kelley Blue Book stated, "I love the car overall, but the tech needs some work. It's frustrating to deal with these issues in a brand new vehicle." KBB.com. For some owners, addressing this issue means visiting their local Toyota dealership to have the software updated or reset. Others may be more likely to find that the problem persists over time, requiring further attention from Toyota. Regardless, the infotainment system glitches remain a notable issue for those who value advanced technology in their vehicles. A number of owners have reported experiencing transmission-related issues. These concerns are typically related to rough shifting, delayed gear engagement, or slipping gears, which can detract from the otherwise smooth driving experience that Corolla is known for. Transmission problems, while not necessarily widespread, have been flagged by some drivers as a significant point of concern. One of the most commonly reported issues is rough shifting, where the vehicle's transmission seems to hesitate or jolt when shifting between gears. There's a noticeable jerk when I shift from first to second gear, and sometimes it feels like it's struggling to find the right gear. A user shared on Toyota Nation, toyotanation.com. This problem can make the vehicle feel less refined, especially at lower speeds or in stop-and-go traffic where frequent shifting is required. Drivers have expressed frustration with this issue, especially as it occurs in a car that is otherwise regarded for its smooth ride. Other owners have reported issues with delayed gear engagement, particularly when accelerating from a complete stop. As one user pointed out on Edmunds, sometimes when I hit the gas, there's a noticeable delay before the car starts moving, almost like the transmission is stuck. Edmunds.com. This delay can be particularly unnerving, as it can affect the car's responsiveness and overall performance, especially in situations where quick acceleration is needed. In addition to these issues, a few drivers have experienced slipping gears, where the vehicle unexpectedly loses power or struggles to stay in gear while driving at highway speeds. I was driving on the freeway, and the engine revved up, but the car wasn't accelerating as it should have, one driver noted on Reddit, reddit.com. This issue is concerning, as it not only impacts the driving experience but could also raise questions about the long-term durability of the transmission. Toyota has not issued a widespread recall or fix for these transmission problems in the 2024 Corolla, and not all owners report experiencing these issues. However, it is clear that some drivers have encountered these challenges, leading to concerns about the overall reliability of the transmission system in certain models. As one frustrated owner mentioned on Kelley Blue Book, it's a shame because the Corolla is such a great car, but the transmission issues are making me rethink my purchase. KBB.com. For drivers experiencing transmission issues, it is recommended to take the car to a Toyota dealership for inspection. In some cases, the problem may be related to software glitches or adjustments, but more serious mechanical problems could require more extensive repairs. Despite these concerns, many drivers find that these transmission issues are not universally present, and the Corolla remains a reliable choice for many. Some owners have expressed concerns about excessive road noise. Road noise, which can become more pronounced on highways or rougher surfaces, has been highlighted as a noticeable issue that affects the overall driving experience. Many drivers who value a quiet cabin have found this problem to be frustrating, especially for a vehicle that is designed to be an affordable, everyday car. One of the most common complaints regarding road noise is that it becomes particularly loud at higher speeds, especially on highways. Once I get up to 60 miles per hour or more, the road noise becomes unbearable, and it's hard to have a conversation or hear the radio. A user shared on Reddit, reddit.com. This issue is particularly concerning for long-distance drivers who rely on the cabin's quietness for a more comfortable trip. In many cases, owners have compared the road noise in the 2024 Corolla to that of older vehicles or less refined models in the Toyota lineup. Some users have linked the noise to the type of tires used in the 2024 model. I think the tires are contributing to the problem, one owner noted on Toyota Nation. They seem to be loud on certain road surfaces, which makes the overall experience less pleasant. ToyotaNation.com. The tire treads may not be optimized for reducing road noise, which can amplify the sounds coming from the road, especially at higher speeds. In addition to the tires, some drivers believe that the overall sound insulation in the 2024 Corolla is lacking compared to other vehicles in its class. As one user on Edmunds pointed out, the cabin could definitely use more soundproofing. The noise from the road seems to seep in through the doors and floor panels. Edmunds.com. This lack of insulation can make the ride feel less premium, especially for those used to quieter, more refined vehicles. And some drivers may find the level of sound acceptable for the price point. However, for those who are more sensitive to such noises, it could become a significant inconvenience. As one user on Kelley Blue Book put it, "I love the Corolla's reliability, but the road noise really detracts from the overall driving experience." KBB.com. To address the issue, some drivers have opted for aftermarket solutions such as sound deadening materials or quieter tires to reduce the road noise and improve the cabin's comfort. For others, it may simply be a matter of getting used to the noise, as the issue does not seem to affect the vehicle's performance or safety. Those considering this model may want to take the vehicle for a test drive on various road types to assess how the noise level impacts their driving experience. Thanks for watching. I hope this video gave you some useful insights into the common issues that owners of the 2024 Toyota Corolla have been facing. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. If you have your own experiences with the Corolla or any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, all the sources for the information in today's video are in the description, so feel free to check them out. Until next time, take care and drive safely.